Thank you for joining me in devotions. Now, all this week, in fact, all this month, we're talking about goals and dreams and accomplishing them. This could be a great year. This could be your best life is yet to come, but you got to work towards it. Okay, so we're talking about where there is passion, there is a purpose. Okay, you have to have a purpose to give you that passion. Now, you have to have that purpose, the why. I'm doing it for God because I love him. I'm doing it for my wife. I'm doing it for my children. I'm doing it for other people out there so I can help them. And so somebody's going to be blessed because the work you did. Okay, but also I'm doing it for the honor and glory of God. Okay, but you've got to have perseverance. If you don't have perseverance, let me tell you, you're going to be like 90% of all people just throwing in the towel. You know, people just quit. They quit their marriages. They quit their churches. And they quit praying. And they quit tithing. And they quit witnessing. Very, very sad. And so don't be like that. Look here. 1 Corinthians 15:10. I want to pull some things out of some verses you may never saw. So here's Paul, and he says, by the grace of God, I am what I am. That's true, isn't it? By his grace towards me was not in vain. He's being real humble here. Then he says, on the contrary, I like this. I worked harder than any of them. I like it. He's talking about other people who serve God. He goes, listen. He goes, I'm only where I am by the grace of God. Paul let us know he should have been in hell. And I feel that way too. But he points something out. He goes, you know what? I'm the hardest worker. Of all the people who are serving God, they're all whining and crying. But I work harder than them. Okay, now, I remember talking to other pastors, and they'd be boo-hooing because some member in the church told them off. Okay? I've been here for a really long time. Okay? I've had worse things happen while I've been in the ministry than people just telling me off. And I would be like, so you quit? You quit because that? Listen, work hard and God will bless you. You've got to persevere and you'll be an overcomer. Look here. If you can't fly, then you run. I'm sure you remember this quote. If you can't run, then you walk. If you can't walk, then you crawl. You got to keep moving forward, right? No matter what bad things happen in your life. You might be able to run. Maybe you're on a walker. Okay, but you do what God called you to do then on that walker. Now, how do you keep the perseverance going? Now, I've used this, and this has really helped me. As you're going along towards a really big goal, what you do, things are working out, things are falling apart, you're up against a wall. Review and celebrate every step of the way. So what I do is I stop and I start thinking about how good God's been. And I think about how far I came. And I look at the things in which we're accomplished. And I get really all excited about that. And I forget about the big obstacle, the wall that's in front of me. And I act like it's not there. And I say, God, I know you're going to find a way for me to get over this or to get around it. Or you're going to help me dig a tunnel under this, or you're going to help me to blast this stupid obstacle out of my way. Okay, now, how do you do that? You keep celebrating, reviewing the past, get excited about what has happened in the past, so you don't let the devil take you down. That's how you persevere through that. Look at Mark 14:36. Now, here's Jesus. He's in the garden. He's going to go to the cross, and he's praying to his Father, and he goes, I know all things are possible for you. Look what he says. If you could remove this cup from me, the cup of the cross, the punishment, the horror, yet not what I will, but what you will. Okay, this was Jesus. Okay, so he's saying, oh God, I don't want to go to the cross. I really don't want all that suffering, but I'm just going to do it if that's your will. Okay, you need to have that toughness, that perseverance in your heart. Look here. Give God your weakness and he will give you his strength. I found this to be true. Say, God, I'm just so weak. I need you to strengthen me. I need you to empower me. I'm going to go forward. I don't want to do this part of it, but I'm just going to go anyhow. And I just know you're going to help. Look in Galatians 6:9. I know you know this verse. Let's not grow weary, discouraged in doing good. For in due season, we will reap if we don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Look here. Do not judge me by my success. Judge me by how many times I fell down and I got back up. I got news for you. on some success in life. You did well, and you'll be a little embarrassed about it. You're like, I don't want to be known for that. You want to be known for how you fell apart and you got back up on your feet by faith. You see how you glorify God? I want to encourage you to start doing that today.